Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon and never miss another update from Almighty Java.
In this video, we will see how to read REST service response using ResTemplate. Let's open our GitHub page. Click on Repositories. Let's clone Almighty Java 2.0 project. Copy this clone URL. Cloned successfully. Let's import this project in Spring Source. Let's first change server port for book REST API project. Open Application Properties file. Let's add server port property. Update this port in readme.md file. Let's first run this project. Server started. Let's test the first URL. See, GET request is working fine. Now open application YML file of Almighty Java project. First, let's change the active profile from QA to dev. Now let's run this project as well. Oops, giving some exception. It's happening because of my SQL server is down. Let's open the command prompt as an administrator. Paste my SQL server installation path. Execute the command like net start MySQL. MySQL service was started successfully. Now let's run this project again. Server started successfully. Let's open this in the browser. Let's log in. Logged in successfully. As you can see, the last menu is blog list. We will change it to the book list. And if you watched the previous video, so like we created one REST API for a book. In this video, we will invoke all book REST services URL using the REST template to get book related data. So first let's change the label and icon from blog list to book list. Open menu JSP file. Here is the blog list code. Let's first change the ID to book list. Now change font awesome icon. And change this label property. Now need to update same in the messages properties file. So open locale folder. Now open both the messages file. Let's change the property. Server automatically restarted. Let's click on home. See blog list, change it to the book list. Now need to update click event, then only it allows us to click. Now let's open jQuery files. This click event we can find under boot.js file. Here is the code. Now change ID from blog list to book list. That's it for the click event. Other things will take care by fetch list method. Now let's create a new controller for book. Let's create a new package for DTO. DTO means data transfer object. Create a class called book. Let's stop the server because we are going to add a lot of many changes. So book class should be the exact copy of book REST API book class. Let's open book REST API book class. If saving data in the database, then don't need to copy Hibernate related annotations. But here I am not using anything related to Hibernate, so I can copy all these variables. Need to create getter setter as well. Now let's add required annotations for book controller. We will add other changes also, but before that let's open application class. Here need to create RestTemplate bean. Bean created. Now go back to the book controller class. Let's create a private variable for RestTemplate. Annotate this as auto-wired. Now for helping purpose let's open common controller also. Let's copy the category list method and paste it to book controller. Now let's modify accordingly. At this time I am not using pagination related code but still not removing because of its kind of standard code for all kind of list. Changes are very simple. Now to get this book list we will use RestTemplate. If you watched our Spring microservice last video, then I hope you had some idea. If not watched then that is also fine. RestTemplate has a method called exchange, so with the help of that method we can get JSON response. And this exchange method accepts 4 parameters like URL, method type, JSON request, response type. Copy this URL and paste it for the first parameter. We knew this is get method, so the HTTP method should be get. It's a get, so we are not sending any JSON, so the third parameter must be null. The fourth parameter is a response. So as you can see this method will return a collection of book, but before that need to hold this response in some variable. So create a variable like this return type. And for the fourth parameter create parameterized type reference object and pass this collection book as generic. See, this is capable of executing GET request for this URL. Now to read that response need to call getBody method of the response entity. That's it. Now it will automatically convert JSON response to a collection of book. So first get method is done. Now by using this book list method, we will be able to fetch all the books. Now let's copy category form method. Remove category related code and change it to book. That's it for this method. So with the help of this, we will be able to open book form to add a new book. Now let's copy category 1 method. Remove a category from this method and replace with book. The name itself is explaining this method behavior. So this method also a get request. Copy response entity object form book list method. As we knew that find by ID will return only one object, so replace collection to the simple book object. Change the URL as well. Append path variable in URL. See, changes are very simple. That's it for this method. So with the help of this, we will be able to open book form to edit existing book object. Now let's copy category delete method. Now let's copy category add method. Remove a category from add method and replace with book. Remove a category from delete method and replace with book. First, let's complete add method. This one is little complicated. Replace this ternary with if-else. Now need to add response entity related changes. Copy response reference and initialize with null. As you know, this method accepts JSON as a request. This one method will take care of save and update action. Need to convert book object to HTTP entity. Let's create an HTTP entity object and use book as a generic in pass. Book in the constructor. Now let's add a simple condition like if book object does not have ID means it will call post, otherwise it will call put. ResTemplate related code is same as like we added for get method, so first copy for both the cases. And for if condition we knew it's a post request, so change HTTP method from get to post. And for else condition, we knew it's a put request, so change HTTP method from get to put. Now to achieve the save scenario like others, then we need to use the same kind of code from service IMPL class add method. Let's open user service IMPL. This time I am just copied and paste the same kind of code. Later I will create a common method so that will take care. Add this request and exchange method for the third parameter. Add this label in the property file. See, add method is done. Let's add required changes for delete method. Change HTTP method from get to delete. Add this label in the property file. See, changes are very simple. Backend is done. Now need to add changes in front end. In jQuery save file, add submit book code. Copy submit video form code and add change from video to book. This submit method will take care to save or update book object. See here, naming convention is very important. jQuery changes are done. Now let's copy video folder and change the name from video to book. Delete videos JSP file. Open form and list JSP. Replace the video with the book, but carefully. Need to add labels also in the messages properties file. Change table heading. Add table heading labels to the messages properties file. Add changes in table body. This time I am not focusing about pagination, so commenting below code. That's it, list.jsp is done. Delete blog folder. Before adding further changes for form.jsp, let's run this project and make sure everything is working fine. Let's start the server. Server started without any error. Click on the book list. See, the list is coming. We use map, so during initialization only one book object exists, so only one record is coming. Now to see add, edit and delete functionality, so we need to add changes in form.jsp page as we did in list.jsp page. So open form.jsp file, let's add required changes. Don't worry, it's very simple. Before going further, let's check add book button is working or not. See, it's working. Now let's add other fields. Oops, not working. Giving some error. It's coming because I copy and pasted but forgot to add or modify everything, like one property is missing in the messages file. Let's add. Let's try again. See, now all 6 text boxes are coming. Let's open readme.md file for JSON data. Like first JSON request, this time we will paste value in text boxes. See, I pasted everything. Now click on save. Now again something wrong, so it's related to ISBN number. We missed changing the path. Let's try again. See, it's working, but the value is not sending properly in JSON. Again, path related issue. That's why always copy paste carefully. Replace the invalid path with the correct path. That's it. I hope now it will not give any error. Let's delete this invalid data. See, deleted successfully, means delete request is working properly. Now add new book object. See, it's working fine now. Add some more book. See, all books added properly without any issue. Let's see edit is working or not. Click on the edit icon. See, selected data auto-filled in text box means find by ID is working fine. Now let's say update price. See price updated successfully. Only one thing is pending. Now, cover photo URL is not showing anywhere. Let's add that image before the title. Add required changes. Let's click again on the book list icon. See now image also coming. Now I hope you got the idea of how microservices are communicating with each other. Let's stop the server and review the changes which we added for this functionality. I checked in my changes. Let's open our GitHub page. Click on repository. I created a new repository called Almighty Java MS. So inside this, you can find the code which we added in previous and this video. As you can see, 2 folders exist. That's it for this video.
Please like and share this video. Subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.